Bills Mafia, what's going on, Bills Mafia? Once again, it's your boy Mac Mafia, back to close out the week as our beloved Buffalo Bills defeated the Jacksonville Jaguars by a score of 47-10. And what a time to be a Buffalo Bills fan. Shit looked good on offense, shit looked good on defense, team shit looked good in the locker room. Everybody's happy from management to players to us fans. So again, Bills Mafia, what a fucking time to be a Bills fan. Listen, before I go any step further, because again, it's a short week. We play late Monday night. We playing on Sunday night. Right now, as I'm making this video, it is Wednesday evening. So by the time I get this video to you, it'll be either late Wednesday evening or early Thursday morning. So I just wanted to pretty much get on and give you guys my thoughts and how I'm looking at things, and to get your thoughts and how you guys are looking at things. And again, keep it coming, keep the interaction going. So that brings me to my point. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe, like, comment, and let's continue the interaction because I'm loving it. I appreciate you guys. You guys make this shit a little easier because again, like I told you guys before, it ain't easy sitting up here and talking in front of a camera. It's a lot better when you're interacting with people and when you just got that dialogue going back and forth, right? So to speak. So I want to thank you guys for that again. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Again, like, comment, and subscribe, folks, all right? So, like I told you guys, we pretty much closing out the week and discussing this game versus the Jacksonville Jaguars because we are moving on to a big game versus the Baltimore Ravens, in which is a AFC conference game, in which later on during the year could play a role as far as seeding goes, right? But let's talk about what we got and what we've done so far, right? In the last 10 quarters, folks, our beloved Buffalo Bills have outscored their opponents 102-31, right? This offense is designed and has been displaying that they are putting defenses in stress. This offense pretty much is designed to stress the fuck out of defense. Because like I told you guys before, who do you cover? Who do you man? Who do you game plan for? Who do you do it for? Right? Again, if I was to ask you guys right now, Shaquille be the name, obviously, because Shaquille has pretty much shined. Shaquille has pretty much had 14 targets and no drop passes, right? But if I was to tell you guys, aside from Shaquille, who has been the main guy? And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Although Shaquille has gotten 14 targets and 14 receptions, have not dropped a pass this year, I can't even say Shaquille has been the main focal point of this offense. So what this offense has done is, again, this offense is designed to stress the defense the fuck out. Aside from that, let's take into account this. A lot of us complain, a lot of us have beef with the way Sean McDermott runs the team. He's too passive. He's not aggressive enough. Listen, Sean McDermott in the last two games, right? But this season as a whole, Sean McDermott has demonstrated that he's playing a little more aggressive. For the second game in a row, Sean McDermott has gone for it on 4th and 3 early in the game. Right? Early in the game versus the Dolphins, and in the game this week versus Jacksonville Jaguars, early in the game on 4th and 3, Sean McDermott has gone for it. Again, a lot of it, I believe, is he's going for it not only to set the fucking tone and not only to sit up there and, again, put other defenses in stress mode, but I believe that he believes in his offensive coordinator. I believe that he thinks highly of Joe Brady. I believe that he thinks highly of Joe Brady's capability and the offense that they've pretty much put together. I don't think he's felt that way in the past. I don't think he's pretty much felt confident enough on the other OCs in which he was going to make plays like that or make calls like that, for a better choice of words, right? Aside from that, the Buffalo Bills offensive line makes it very easy to go ahead and make those decisions. This is one of the best offensive lines that the Buffalo Bills have put together. Listen, like I told you guys before in a few videos before, I think this is one of the best teams the Buffalo Bills have put together, right? But nonetheless, let's stick to the offensive line right now. Listen, if you just look at the two pillars on the end, which is our tackles, you look at Deion Dawkins and you look at Spencer Brown. They are playing completely out of their mind. The Buffalo Bills have not allowed a sack in the last two games. I get it, we 3 games into the season, but shit, that's a big fucking deal. So again, for our Buffalo Bills and our offensive line to be playing the way they are, is making Sean McDermott's job a lot easier. And I think it's pretty much making us a lot happier as Bills fans. So, another thing I want to touch on, right? Aside from the offensive line, aside from the tackles, some of the opportunity that has been able to come out of it because they playing so well. Because again, like I told you guys, the game is won and lost in the trenches. The game is won and lost in the fucking trenches. I don't care what. Again, you're going to hear me say that numerous times because, again, that's what the fuck it is. And if you know anybody who knows football that way, they're going to tell you the same story. They're going to tell you the same story. The game is won in the trenches on the front line, right? The offensive line's play has given Josh Allen the chance to be the only quarterback in NFL history to complete 75% of his passes, throw for 4 touchdowns, have 0 turnovers, not get sacked, and lead his team in rushing. Again, folks, I'm going to tell you guys something again. I'm going to repeat this shit several times, and I hope you guys just bear with me. Understand one thing, and you can, I promise you, go back and check the last few videos. At least 2 videos, 3 videos back. This team is very, very fucking well put together. Very well put together. Josh Allen has completed, last game versus Jacksonville Jaguars, Josh Allen completed Josh Allen completed passes to 10 different players, right? I want to say receivers because not all of them are receivers, right? But Josh Allen completed 10 passes to 10 different players. I'm going to tell you this much right now. Follow me. Work with me. I hope I don't lose you. For those of you who like baseball, follow baseball, who understand baseball, just work with me. What Brandon Beane has fucking created is, Brandon Beane has created a baseball lineup. He's created a baseball lineup similar to George Steinbrenner, right? New York Yankees, who passed away several years ago. Nonetheless, that's not what we're getting at, right? Again, bear with me, right? Brandon Beane has created a baseball lineup where hitters 1 through 9 is all hitters. They all get busy. 1 through 9 get busy. What Brandon Beane has created is a baseball lineup in which 1 through 9 are all hitters. One of them is bound to get you. He ain't put together a lineup or a team in which, guess what? You waiting on one man to hit a home run, or you waiting on one man to drive in the runs, get that big single, get that big double to drive in the runs. No, what he did was he created a lineup 1 through 9 of all hitters. They all got bats and they all get busy. And again, one of them is bound to get you. Regardless of what, I don't care if you pitch a shutout to the first 3. You can pitch a shutout to James Cook, to Shakir. You can pitch a shutout to Knox. But somebody's going to get you. Whether it's Kincaid, whether it's MVS, whether it's someone is going to get you. So kudos to Brandon Beane for not buying into the bullshit that the media and even some of us fans was doing or talking, and sticking to his guns and pretty much putting a lineup, but guess what? Of nothing but hitters. Again, this is a defensive coordinator's nightmare because you can't game plan for this shit. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. Again, hitters 1 through 9. You got a lineup of 1 through 9. One of them is going to get you. Bottom line, this offense is so good, right? We just going to refer back to the last game. This offense is so good that they forced the Jacksonville Jaguars. They applied pressure on the Jacksonville Jaguars' neck so much that the Jacksonville Jaguars went for 8 fourth downs. The Jacksonville Jaguars went for 8 fourth downs. Like, what the fuck? They playing Madden. You don't see that shit in the NFL. At least not to that level. Listen, the Detroit Lions go for it a lot on 4th down, right? But they in the fucking game. You understand what I'm saying? Like these Jaguars, it was 4th down. And they going for it. Again, like they playing Madden. Again, if that don't tell you something about turning the leaf off our offense now, and now talking about our defense, if that don't tell you something about our defense and about, flipping back now, about the pressure that the offense is applying on on opposing teams that have to score and that have to keep up, that shit speaks volumes, man. That shit speaks volumes. Our third down defense, the Bills' third down defense, held them for 2 of 13. They were 2 of 13 on third downs. Again, folks, I'm going to tell you something. I believe in my heart of hearts, and I know it's early in the season. It's week 3. Mac, what the fuck are you talking about? But I'm going to tell you something. I think what we witnessing and what we seeing is a great, great fucking team. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Don't take it for granted. Enjoy it, because this is going to be a hell of a ride. And again, a lot of people say, yo, Mac, it's early. Why you talking like that? You're going to jinx it. There ain't no such thing as jinx. Bullshit. Because if there was a such thing as jinx, people are using it to their favor. So throw that shit out the window right away, right? So, but I'm going to sit up there, I'm going to tell you this. I'm optimistic, man. And I'd much rather enjoy it than sit up there and be worried about what can go wrong. I don't choose to live my life that way. So again, I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to enjoy this win, and the 2 wins before that, and what the future got to bring with our beloved Buffalo Bills, and I'm going to think the best of it. And I'm going to have faith in our team. And I want you guys to do the exact same thing. Listen, don't necessarily worry about, oh shit, what's going to go wrong. Fuck what's going to go wrong. Ain't shit going to go wrong. Ain't shit going to go wrong. Right? Listen, I ain't trying to preach, bro. But I'm just trying to sit up there and tell you, at the end of the day, understand one thing. That I believe in my heart of hearts, and a lot of you do too, that we looking at something special. And we not even at full capacity. There's no Teron Johnson. There's no Matt Milano. There's no Terrell Bernard. Now, Matt Milano and Terrell Bernard were spotted on the sidelines this week in street clothes. And it is my opinion that they will at least be back. Not Milano. Teron Johnson and Terrell Bernard. There's a very good chance they'll be back after this Baltimore Raven game. And they'll be available for the Texans game. Sean McDermott made reference today that he ain't gonna promise anything. This is me paraphrasing it, right? But there's a good chance that they even gonna be practicing this week. They're not playing this week. They ruled out for this week already. That's set in stone. But they probably gonna be practicing this week, which is a great sign. And again, the way this defense is playing is outstanding. It's completely outstanding. And again, like I told you folks, we're not even 100%. You understand the players that we missing? Those is Pro Bowl caliber players. And our young Bulls is holding their own. Listen, folks, like I said, enjoy these moments, man. Enjoy it. Don't think about none of that bad shit. Oh, listen. Fuck that. Don't think about none of that, man. Listen, I'm about to get out of here, man. But before I get out of here, I want to give a few shout outs. The first shout out I want to give, obviously, we had a few firsts that took place the other night. Nonetheless, you know, like the mall stuff and stuff like that. But the shout outs I want to give a shout out to Von Miller. Because, you know, this was somebody that in the offseason, we all looked at and we all wondered, yo, what the hell's going to happen with him? What direction, you know, like he gave back a ton of money, which he's smart. He gave back that ton of money knowing, he gave back that ton of money with incentives. You hit X amount of sacks, you get this money back. You hit X amount of sacks, you get this much more money back. So I respect him because homeboy bet on himself. He bet on himself. He said and said, you know what? I ain't live up to my potential this year. XYZ is down the third. I'm coming off this injury, but guess what? This year I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna play. But here, take this bag of money back. But listen, if I do XYZ, y'all gonna pay me? They said absolutely. So he took a chance and he bet on himself and he's living up to it. So shout out to Von Miller for that one, because not, again, like I told you, not too many people have the heart to do that, right? Some people just would have took the money. Listen, it is what it is. I did my best, right? But he was man enough to sit up there, give the bag of money back, and sit up there and say, hold this for me, and give it back if I live up to XYZ expectations. So shout out to Von Miller again, because again, he recorded his 3rd sack in just as many games. So again, shout out to him, because he was a big question mark in the offseason with many of us. Shout out to Buffalo Joe Andreessen. I want to give him a shout out because he played his first NFL game at home at Buffalo, and he recorded he got 2 tackles. He recorded his first solo tackle, and then he recorded another tackle, but again, it wasn't a solo. So again, Joe Andreessen, you got that first NFL start under your belt. You got your first tackles under your belt. So big shout out to you on that, homeboy. Big shout out on that. I want to shout out Mitch Morse. Give him a shout out. Shout out to Mitch Morse. As you guys know, I think he's always kind of been a Bill favorite. Like, we all like him. Dude is a class act. He's really a class act. He stood outside the Buffalo Bills locker room after the game and shook and waited for every Buffalo Bill there and shook every Buffalo Bills hand that he knew. Every player he played with, he stood outside that locker room, waited for them to come out, and he shook their hand. So big shout out to you. I respect that, big dog, because again, you've been a class act from day one. You really have, man. So big shout out to you, right? Last shout out I want to give. The last shout out I want to give is to the national media. I want to give a shout out to the national media for recognizing what the Buffalo Bills really are. You know, during the offseason, it was the Buffalo Bills, they fell off. The Buffalo Bills is going to win single-digit games, this, that, and the third. And after this game, you guys realize what all us Bills fans have realized all along. So I want to give a big shout out to the national media for being full of shit. Fuck y'all. Again, at the end of the day, don't jump on the bandwagon now, bro. Again, we sat up there and we knew what we had all along. Again, you focused on Diggs. You focused on Gabriel Davis. You focused on all those players leaving and shitted on us. So again, at the end of the day, shout out to the national media for being full of shit. Again, you talked all this about our window closing. And again, I'm not sitting up there saying that we're going in any Super Bowl or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that at the end of the day, you said we wasn't. So I'm going to hold you accountable for saying that we wasn't going to the Super Bowl. So again, at the end of the day, shout out to the national media for being full of shit and saying that our window is closed. But now, you're saying that our window's closed, but a lot of you is opening the door for us, your front door to the house, to let us into the Super Bowl. Based on the way y'all talking now. Bro, go ahead with that. We good. We good, champ. Like I told you guys all the time, when it comes to our Buffalo Bills, mind your business, man. Listen, Bills Mafia, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'll see you guys later on in the week. Big 3 games coming up. We have the Baltimore Ravens. We have, well, I should have told me this was crooked. We have the Baltimore Ravens. We have the Texans. That's another big game right there, right? And we have the New York Jets. 3 road games, all AFC games. Again, as you guys know, the Ravens, Texans, that can come down to the conference and certain seeding and stuff like that. And then we got a Jets game, which is a division game, in which, you ask me, is a game that, again, the Jets is a tough out, but let's set the tone and let's beat them this first game, and then let's just do that, right? Let's just set the tone, right? But nonetheless, that's a game that we must win because that's a division game, and let's see what we can do about these conference games as well, man. Listen, I'm very proud of our Buffalo Bills. I love our Buffalo Bills, and I believe in our Buffalo Bills, and I ain't expecting for nothing bad to happen, right? It's over. We ain't thinking about that shit. We just thinking about sitting up there, putting these dubs together and taking it from there. Listen, Bills Mafia, I'm out of here. Listen, I'll talk to y'all later on during the week, and we're going to talk that Ravens talk. Bills Mafia, drink your water. Eat your vegetables. No, that don't even sound right. Drink your water. Eat your veggies. And when it comes to our Buffalo Bills, mind your business. Let's go Buffalo.